Hey, welcome to the show. I'm Yanni Rude.
And I'm just Terrell. You ever been out somewhere and overheard two people having crazy conversations?
Yeah, well, we are those people. We've been having these conversations since college.
Yep, it's the Regular Guys Random Thoughts podcast. Love is Blind, Season 9, Denver, recap of Episode 12. Be sure to like, subscribe, rate, and leave a review.
Denver's ass. Review over. Yo, what is going
Denver's
on?
terrible,
I mean,
man.
damn.
Dating in Denver must be horrible.
Gee whiz. Hey, shout out to Awake Again says, yes, first time catching this live, checking in from Nairobi. Welcome. Thank you.
Hey, welcome.
That's what I'm talking about. Online user says seated and waiting. You know, we got everybody checking in early. YouTube channel member Karen. Guys, ready for this? Debbie says she's shaking her head because this whole thing was crazy, while Jessica says she sat with her Oreos. I like it. Snacks ready to go. I'm loving it. Yo, seriously, what was up? You know, I just realized something. This thing's showing differently than it normally does. Do you notice that? The handles are showing differently. It did it once before. Instead of the name, it's showing the actual handles. So yeah. So there's a whole lot. Yeah. Fair Fashion says, worst season ever. Is it?
For Love is Blind, yes. Because no one got married.
Almost as bad as Mavs, Denver. I mean, maybe it's just Denver.
I think it's Denver, because look at Mavs. None of those couples stayed together.
Right.
That did Married at First Sight. Then you look at what they got with Love is Blind in Denver. I just think it's Denver. Something in the air. Not the weed either. It's something else in the air.
It's that mile high. That's what it is. It's got to be. We got Boston in the house, Bahamas in the house. Who else is checking? Tori says, yeah, been waiting for this review. Let's see. S. Renee says, Terrell looking good as usual. Fine. He said, fine print. Is that what you said? Fine print? I was trying to see if I could read the rest of it.
Hey, you let somebody pay me a compliment. Mind your business.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You read it. Because
thank you.
I felt so violated reading that. Now, A.R. Joseph says this season was so entertaining. It was, though. Okay, as much as we have to say bad about it, was it not entertaining? Are you not entertained?
It was entertaining.
Okay.
To an extent. There's certain things about this season that, with one particular person, it just shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, very true. By the way, Little Homebody says, hey, fellas, just wanted to speak. I'm watching Mavs right now. I'll come back for the replay. Well, we'll be watching that next. So tell us how it is.
Yeah.
Smiley says, I feel like the season was a waste of time. And Sly A says, Terrell, sun's out, got those guns out. Got them pea shooters out. I feel you. There you go. Pew, 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 pew. Not that you had the sounds to go with it, too. Now, Tori asks, are you two going to be nice to a certain guy? I guess we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now, Smiley did what you did the first time, since this last episode just skipped to everyone's decision. You did that at first, but then you went back and watched everything, right? So let's start back at everything in the beginning with the Bachelor and Bachelorette party.
Yeah.
Since you went back and watched it, was there anything that stood out to you at the Bachelorette party? Let's start there first.
Okay, a couple things at the Bachelorette party. So KB is talking about love is something you don't give up on, although I think she gave up on Edmund when she met him, when he went to go run to go get the ring and come back and propose at the reveal. She gave up on him a long time ago. Megan said that she feels her and Jordan... I wouldn't be in a situation. I wouldn't be dating Edmund. Like, what the hell? What kind of thing is that? You would too. I'm like, what? So Megan feels her and Jordan love each other, and he makes her feel safe. Right. He accepts all aspects of her. And she said the biggest variable is the lifestyles. Now, what was interesting is her girlfriends told her that they think she will say yes because you fell in love with the kid, not because you're in love with Jordan.
Okay, so Megan's friends obviously have been in a part of the live crew, because that is what the live crew has been saying from the very beginning. It's the Beaties and it's the kid. She's fallen in love with the kid. She's looking for signs. But again, I ask, all these signs that we say, Lord, give me a sign. DMX reference there. And when he gives you one, now you're judging her for trying to read that sign. No, I mean, if that's what I just think people were judging a little too hard on the fact, she fell in love with the kid. She met the kid one time. Maybe she fell in love with the idea of the kid.
But remember, I think that's what it is, because remember, I'd said this, I want to say after episode 7 or 8, when we did that recap, where she was telling Jordan's like, I love Luca. I'm like, you haven't even met him yet.
Right.
Like, how can you love a kid that you've not met yet? You don't know anything about, right? So how do you say you love him? I think she got the idea of him and the idea of someone that has diabetes, because she's familiar with type 1 diabetes. I think she was into that.
Yeah. Elson says her son was his outfit. Stop it. Now, so Megan's friend said that, but now here's the thing I'm noticing here in the live crew, right? Is Season's Greetings says Allie's friends were the worst. Were they that bad? Because Levita says Allie's friends trash, dogging that man for being a truck driver. Did they dog him for being a truck driver?
They didn't dog him. They just asked, her friends asked Allie, are you okay with Anton being a truck driver?
Right.
And Allie says, well, look, he makes really good money. And then she goes, wait, no, he makes good money.
Yes.
But her friends know Allie wants to be taken care of. She doesn't want to work. She doesn't want to do any of that. So I don't think they were being down on Anton. They just know their friend. Like, girl, you are not going to be happy with somebody that drives a truck.
But is it the truck that? Because if he owned a fleet of trucks, she wouldn't be mad at that. It's the amount of money he's making, which we knew this was an issue. Because think about this. The $5,000 ring, she's like, it needs to be at least 10. And he's like, you married the wrong guy. And then she goes, are you going to make enough to be able to put me through school and pay for my Botox? And he's like, girl, you know who you're talking to? We knew this. This is not news.
Right. Yeah, of course. It's the money issue. It's not so much the truck. He can own a fleet of trucks. If he's not making any money, it's like, okay, Yanni, you work fries at McDonald's, so you ain't making shit. But if you have 10 McDonald's stores that you're a franchise owner, you got some money. So, yeah, if Anton had a fleet of trucks, this would be a moot point. She would have said yes.
Now, as much as y'all are dogging her friends, by the way, one of her friends is like Anton, Russian. They were at least slightly objective when they said, hold up, you're getting advice from 2 women who are about to be divorced.
Yeah.
And at least they said that.
Fair.
Right? So y'all are dogging these superficial women out for being themselves.
Yeah.
But at least they were honest. They're like, hey, look, we're about to get divorced and we're about to be out in these streets. We're not even telling you that you got to be out here in the streets with us, but at least be wary of our advice, because we may want you out in these streets.
Yeah.
So, okay. Why did everybody keep saying Allie's AI? That's nuts. So, anything from The Bachelors, though? The Bachelor Party?
Nothing too big. You know, Edmund feels like his life is about to change. I mean, he is super excited, which we all know he would be. And then what made me laugh was Jordan feels the American dream is about to be on. And I'm thinking that's because you're about to come up financially. Going from a 1-bedroom apartment to a $2 million home. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
that's the American dream.
It's not like he was out here salivating on camera about moving into the $2 million house.
Yeah.
He really tried to talk her out of getting that big of a house, or at least just get one that's 1.5 million so I don't have to pay anything. Do you agree with Sly? Sly said those bachelor and bachelorette parties sucked.
Yeah, they did. They were boring.
Well, what do we want?
But I would rather have boring and get me more of the show than to watch all this extra fluff of a bachelor and bachelorette party. I don't need to see all that.
I mean, yeah, because think about it. They all sit down and every bride to be is sitting there giving a speech to their friends. Then they're like, girl, we know you. Stop it.
Yeah.
You know you don't even believe anything you say.
You know you're going to say no.
Now, let's get to the first couple. The first ones that we did get to see, Anton and Allie, right?
Yeah.
So we get to see their wedding day and prepping and everything. Thoughts on what was happening prior to the altar?
So in the beginning stages, when Allie's getting dressed, I'm starting to think she might actually be a yes here. And she even writes Anton that letter.
Right.
For him to read. And I'm thinking, okay, why would you write that letter if you're going to say no? So maybe she's going to be a yes. Now, what was interesting is when her friends showed up and they were asking, mom, how mom feels, Vanette, which is Allie's mom, feels about Anton. And her mom said that she doesn't like that Anton drinks alcohol. Mm-hmm. And okay. Allie's mom says it's not okay.
Okay. Is she wrong, though?
Well, I don't think she's wrong if you don't like that he drinks alcohol, but I think Anton probably drinks a little bit too much? Sure.
Okay. To your point, because she tried to make it a little too extreme, because he drinks alcohol, period. Like, hold up. And no one in our family drinks, and I had to go, hold up now, mama. I drink. Yeah, but with moderation, right?
Yeah.
Now, to me, it's not the drinking that's the issue. We see it's an issue. It's the lying about the drinking that's the real issue, which tells me he's got a bigger problem. And he's going to have to deal with it at some point or another. And it can't go, I'm Russian, so I can drink vodka all day. No, it doesn't work like that, right? So, whatever it is, there's a bigger issue. And so I'm not mad at the mom for saying that, but I understand because the mom doesn't drink. My mom doesn't drink. So my mom has no way of saying, if you have a drink and you go for a second one, she's about like, why? Because she doesn't drink, right? So wow, we're just like, I was getting started. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was good. How many glasses of lemonade did you have tonight? 3? Why? Because it's good.
Because it was good. Right. So she can't really relate to that. And so I understand that. I didn't even think twice about it because I'm like, okay, yeah, I know that person. Right. Now, there was a question that asked why, from Season's Greetings, why was Anton alone except for his mom? Did you notice that?
Yeah. Yeah, he was by himself. His mom came in there. I don't know why. Maybe the guys were in there at one point and they just didn't film him. Mm-hmm. But I don't know why.
Did you notice the length of the tie? I must have missed this part. How it was tight.
Of Anton's tie? No.
Yes.
I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice it either. I thought maybe you did. For Allie, her sister showed up. All 3 were her sisters, right?
Yeah, and the sister that didn't approve of the whole thing, that originally wasn't going to come, showed up. Which again made me think, okay, well maybe Allie's going to be a yes because everybody's there to support her.
Okay. She showed up, as in she was there. However, did she really show up? Because she says, whatever your decision is, I don't approve.
But she's there.
Like, what kind of showing up is that?
But she's there. She could have not shown up at all and just sent that in a text. But she actually came and was there, which is what you should do for your family. Okay. If you're close to them.
That it felt, and maybe it's just the discomfort because of the cameras, but it just felt very almost forced, that conversation, right?
Yeah.
Ariana says she showed up to see us say no. But here's the thing. The fact that she said, no matter what you say, I don't agree. Mm-hmm. So when she said no, did she not agree?
Don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I know y'all say that Anton didn't have anybody else there, but I thought I remember, and tell me if I missaw this, but I thought I saw him talking to his groomsmen and said, hey, I am going to say yes. Mm-hmm. I just don't know what she's going to say, which almost made me think that he may say no, and this was the fake out, because why would they give it away so quickly, right?
Yeah, no, I thought he was going to say yes because in the real world, could he get someone as attractive as he thinks Allie is?
Mm-hmm.
No. I think he's just focused on that. And so, yeah, he wants to say yes, even knowing she doesn't want to work. She wants him to pay for her to go back to school to not work. Makes no sense to me. And then you're not going to clean the house. You're not going to cook.
So
Why?
You brought up something there just now that online users said earlier. I was confused why Allie was going back to school for nursing with plans to be a stay-at-home mom. That was kind of confusing, huh?
Yeah, why go back to school for nursing if you're not going to nurse? You're not going to do
Backup
it.
plan?
In case this doesn't work out, I have a job.
Yeah.
But,
Elson asked about Anton's mismatched socks. Was that nerves or was he drunk?
I don't know.
Yeah. You know, it really did make me question Anton as he's sitting there with the groomsmen telling him everything that Allie does not do and what she wants. And you go, well, why is he marrying her?
Right.
Why is he even going to the altar and telling him he's going to say yes? Is it all based on looks?
It has to be. I mean, what else is it?
Right.
She doesn't cook or clean for him. So, like, what is she doing besides just being hot? And there are some guys that just want someone that's pretty on their arm, and they'll deal with all the bullshit that comes with it.
Okay, so we get to the altar. They look good at the altar, right? What's going on here?
Well, they get to the altar, and I always pay attention to this part at the altars when they get to say their little words to each other, because sometimes it's a little bit telling. And I think Anton's words made me feel like he was going to say yes. It was very complimentary and then futuristic of the things he wanted to do with her.
Yes.
Allie's, on the other hand, seemed very scripted. And the one line that I made note of, she goes, "I think we know the things we need to know to make this decision."
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Scripted, they both had scripted vows or words, right? Because they wrote it out. Hers were just very calculated in the sense that, let me be very careful of what I say. And when you pay attention to the words, as you do, every time they get to the altar, you do this. You pay very close attention to the words.
Yeah.
And you can tell this was about to happen. He says yes. And then Allie says, yeah, you're not the person I met.
Right.
You're not the person I fell in love with in the pods. What does that mean?
It means that he's a two-face. Well, because in the pods, he talked a lot about healthy lifestyles, because she's big into that. She's not into the party scene, so he was downplaying all that. And then to come out of the pods, what does he like to do? Tequila shots all the time and drinks a lot. And his friends are telling Allie that he likes to go to strip clubs and all this other stuff. So I think she saw a different person outside the pods than the person that she fell for in the pods.
Well, that's because he told her all these things in the pods. And then as soon as they get there, you know what? Your representative is going to leave at some point. And once the representative leaves, you better hope that the real is as close to the representative as you tried to fake out to be. And that's the problem.
You know when the representative leaves first? Once you smash. Once I think Anton had some sex and was like, well, I can be me now.
Yes.
Good.
I got it.
Yeah. God, I can be myself.
This was not surprising, was it?
Which part are you saying is not surprising?
About her not saying yes to him.
Oh, okay. So yeah, because he said I do, and then she was the one that said no. Mm-hmm. It's not surprising because I think the whole drinking thing was a big issue. The fact that he lied about that half bottle of tequila and the 12 pack, like I think that at that point she was like, I can't do this.
Yeah. You know, Elsa makes a great point. We needed to see more of their pod dates. No, because obviously they were pretty boring. Because even as Tina and Otis said, how do we know what was said between them? We didn't see any of the pods. We kind of get the the flashbacks, as they say. Oh, this is what he said, but that's not what it is. So
Yeah.
now, Tehu, I have to agree with you because I don't understand why is it that after you say no and you're the one bawling, why?
Well, you feel bad that you hurt somebody. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, she hurt him. He said I do, and she's like, yeah, no, and then walked off, which she did it right way. Hey, no,
Yeah, we'll
and
get to that.
walk away. But I think she just felt bad that he was hurt.
Okay, does that require the amount of tears, the walking off, drop down and drop down and get your eagle on, and then you just cry a little bit more? Because there was a whole lot going on.
Everybody doesn't have a heart of stone like you, Yanni. Some of us feel things, and some of us have emotions, and it flows out. All that crying and going on.
I agree, Corey. She wanted sympathy. Exactly. James says there were BWTs, Brazilian woman tears.
Yeah.
and Sly okay, Karen says she's fake, Allie's fake, and Sly says that Allie was working on her reel for Perfect Match.
Probably.
Yes, Jay Blake, very performative. That's it, exactly. And Corey is actually very surprised, Terrell, that you are so understanding.
What?
Is it
because?
Is it because she's such a pretty little flower?
No. I don't find her attractive at all. You lost me at not wanting to clean up or do anything. I don't care how fine you are. Nope.
I just thought I'd get to it before somebody else did. I know the answer,
Nope.
but I want before everybody started saying Yodi's saying that because she's cute.
No. I'm just saying that as someone that has felt stuff. I went through a breakup, and some shit is hard, and sometimes you just feel stuff. You don't understand why you feel it, but you do. So I get that, and I think she was just feeling sad because she knew she hurt him, and I think that you really care about somebody. That's what you would feel. You don't like be with someone for a while, and you decide to break up and walk away going, "Woof, glad that's over with," and then you just go on about your day. You're gonna feel a little something. At least those of us that feel things are going to feel something. Yanni, on the other hand, no.
You know what? I should let you get blindsided by this, but I'm not. Because Sly says, what if we were Bravon? And Corey's like, hey, let's see how understanding you are with KB's tears. We're going to get to those. We're about to get to those. Just give us a second, please. But first, got to say, quick shout out to everybody hanging out with us. Whether you are here now watching this as part of the live crew or watching this later as part of the replay gang, hey, do us a favor, please. Hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications.
And if you really want to support the channel, join the regulars by becoming a member. It's less than $3 a month. You'll get custom emojis, early access to random thoughts and RGRT pod reacts videos, and more, including members-only live streams for Storytime with Terrell. Like Storytime with Terrell.
I'm going to screenshot that and make that your new... This is going to be your...
Storytime.
When I hack your account, I'm going to make it your profile picture. Hey, to all of our podcast fam, listen on your favorite app, man. Do us a favor, because first of all, we want to say thank you to you too, but do us a favor. Please leave us a 5-star rating and a quick review. It really helps, even if the review is critical. Just make sure you leave that 5-star, though.
We like all the reviews. Yeah, 5-star, but then talk shit. But just
exactly. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Say what you want, but leave a 5-star. Yo, by the way, Elson said, feelings, Terrell? Where's the real Terrell?
Right here. I told y'all I've changed. I've gone through therapy. I'm a different person.
Is this the new representative? Is that what it is?
Yeah, no, this is who I am.
Well, even at least Elson acknowledges that, said Terrell's a new person tonight. Too many feelings. Okay. We'll see how long that lasts. Let's see how long that lasts. Because you know who's up next.
Yeah.
The crying quarterback.
Oh.
And Calabria. KB, we see her, and she's got her bridesmaids. Her sisters are there too, right? Is that because then they ask about her mom, and they're like, oh, she's probably over with Edmund. That felt dismissive, didn't it?
No, I just think she said that she's probably talking to Edmund because she loves her some Edmund, and then all of a sudden it goes from there.
I can't be the only one to notice the way she said that. I can't.
Yeah, I don't think it was bad. I just think she loves her some Edmund, and then we see her mom visiting Edmund, and talking to him with this afro pick in his head, with his tuxedo.
By the way, as something to be says, oh my God, the way I kept hearing Terrell's voice during KB and Edmund scenes, I was dying.
Oh, KB. Now this was touching, I thought, because she was asking who's coming. And what we find out, it's Edmund has his rollerblading friends, his 5th grade teacher who has been there for him most of his life, his dad, which you didn't hear much about,
right?
And his mom doesn't show. Now, when the mom met KB, you'd have thought that she's been by Edmund's side all her life, but I'm like, wait a minute, he grew up in foster care. Where were you?
That's why
at?
People were talking about that.
And then now she doesn't even show up to the wedding. I felt bad for Edmund. He didn't really have anybody outside of his teacher, 5th grade teacher. There was no one really there for him. I felt bad for him for that.
He had his blind side. So I was waiting for you to catch that. I
can't believe you said
Come on, is that not what you got from that? I am not the only one who saw that scene when his 5th grade teacher came in and went, Sandra Bullock?
Oh, I don't think that was it at all. I think it was a 5th grade teacher that just cared about her student. It'd be one thing if she says, you need to play football.
Well, he did.
That's blindside. But he did. But she didn't
he played
push
quarterback.
him. She didn't push him into football.
We don't know that. She probably said, all this energy in my damn class, you go out on the football field.
Run, ninja, run.
Well, I thought you were about to say it.
I know. No.
Like, Jesus. Gina, YouTube channel member Gina says, poor Edmund, I felt so bad for him. It was sad that when he said his rollerblading friends, I was like, wait, no other friends? The teacher. I'm like, dang, this really is kind of sad. And then it's not even the dad that came in to talk to him. It's the 5th grade teacher.
Yeah.
And as they're having this conversation, I'm like, Jesus, why are we dragging this out? I felt like they tried to cover everything. They probably made them talk for an hour.
Well, I thought it was good for the story, for everybody to understand why this 5th grade teacher was there. And you understand like the relationship that they had and how she was there for him. And she's been one of his biggest cheerleaders his whole life. For someone that needs that, you're helping in the foster system. You lose trust with adults because you come around different people that say they're going to do this for you. It doesn't pan out. This person has been consistent in his life and has held her word, holds him accountable when he needs to be held accountable. So I think they needed to share a lot of that to help us understand why she's even involved in this.
Lavita says that meeting with the 5th grade teacher had me crying, and I get it because it's touching, right? Because do you remember your 5th grade teacher?
Yes, I do.
But they had a big impact because I don't. But I mean, you didn't have a big impact.
Miss Bagby had a big impact on me. That was the one I posted a long time ago. But I found a note. My mom found a note that she had wrote me when I was a kid. But Miss Bagby was dope. She was an awesome teacher.
See, I don't have that memory, right? Of a 5th grade teacher who, So to me, it was something that happened for him and impacted for him to remember that much. Because I couldn't name any of my grade school teachers.
So it sounds like you didn't get blindsided when you were in elementary school. They're just like, let him alone. We ain't worried about it.
Look, that was kind of a big deal, but okay. Me growing up, well, of course, it was small island, so
Well, it's because you're light
skinned.
You're light skinned. That's why.
I'm not light skinned. Stop that now.
Edmund was dark. The guy from The Blind Side, dark. So maybe that's what it was. They just saw you and like, nah, he'll be fine. Maybe he'll sing or something, get a group together.
interesting thing I thought about the story with the teacher too, where she's like, "Well, you taught me how to teach other kids."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Because she's like, you're always talking, always doing this, but yeah, you heard everything I said. Which, remember, KB said, you are smart. You are not stupid. She said this.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all keep ignoring that because he keeps acting like a fool.
Okay. You can say someone is smart. To me, that's no different than the movie The Help. You was smart. You was kind. You was impotent. You can say that to yourself all day long. Doesn't mean jack. So the fact that she said that to Edmund doesn't mean that he is. And I'm sorry. We all know there's something off with Edmund. I mean, it is what it is. Let's just stop beating around the bush. There's something off with my boy. And KB saw it. And so she's saying all this stuff, but I don't think she meant it.
Of course not. Now,
it was almost like he was like a kid he was taking care of or something.
Right. Which, yeah, well, she's a social worker. Anna says Edmund is normal. I'm sure he was just putting extra on for the cameras. No, we've seen the Instagram rapping realtor video. No, he's not normal.
No, I watched that. I watched a couple of Instagram videos, and I'm just like, this dude, this is who he is.
Yes.
So I applaud the fact that he is 100% his authentic self all the time. But
by the way, I'm gonna fight some of y'all in this chat. I'll save those for later. I'm gonna fight some of y'all in the chat. Just because I want to move this along. There's a video of him doing a rap in somebody's house. Because he's a realtor. Remember?
Yeah.
Would you buy a house from Edmund?
As soon as he got out of the car.
How would he show the foyer?
Yeah, as soon as he got out of the car. Nope. So, oh, Terrell, you're going to love this home. It's 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's so awesome. No.
You know what?
They
just told me no. My loan got turned down.
I think apartment life is going to be good for me. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sorry to waste your time.
My credit just went bad. Skylar says he's going to be like, please,
come on, Terrell, please, 10,000 down.
I'm sorry, Edmund. I'm sorry.
I'm not. You did it to yourself. You put yourself on. You told the world you eat boogers. So a lot of this is on you. Sorry. And don't feel bad for him.
Hey, he probably heard about Jordan and his chicken smoothies and went, boogers aren't that bad after all.
No.
Oh, my God. Okay. They get to the altar.
Mm-hmm.
And I see people already talking about it in the live crew. Did you expect him to have the pick in his hair at the altar?
No. I didn't. I was hoping he wouldn't. I'm like, please, at least at this point, don't do it.
And you want to call him normal. Okay.
I didn't say he was normal. Never said that.
You.
Okay.
I wasn't talking to you. You know who I was talking to.
I didn't know. I was just like, I didn't say
I'm talking to you. Now, he's excited. He's nervous. He's everything. KB comes down to, he sees him just like, oh my God, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The look on his face was the same look Anton had on his face when Allie was coming down the aisle, like, damn. And the problem I had with this, it's everything became about looks as soon as she got to the altar. And I get it. Tell your bride she's beautiful. But that can't be the only goddamn thing you say when she gets there.
That's what he does.
Over and over and over and over and over. Like, let us get to the damn ceremony.
But that's what he does. Remember at the reveal? KB, you look so good. And did the same thing when he gets to the altar. Just, you're so beautiful. Just, little grunt. You look so good. That's just what he does. He gets excited. and wants to say, he loves her and all this other stuff. But I think KB is up there in my mind, because we've been saying this, that she's planning to say no this whole time. I'm like, how do you go up there and do that?
Yeah, it's okay. Are we mad at her for going there? We knew what he was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna get to this anger part first, because there are a lot of people who are upset, and I've seen a lot of stuff about people being upset about this and giving her shit for it. He gave his vows.
Yeah.
No surprise there, right?
Very futuristic. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to be there for us. I'll take care of both of us. Like, it was all about that. And hers were like, you're really an amazing person. You're so nice. You were so sweet.
When I saw the officiant, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a no.
Yeah.
I'm like, this does not give serious. When I saw her dress, I'm like, this is not the dress she wants to get married in.
Yeah.
So I am not surprised when she gave those dry ass vows. I am not surprised because they were very basic, very just straight and narrow. They were very Chat GPT written, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What are the basic things you can say? This, okay. He says I do. She doesn't even get to say I don't or I can't. She pauses. He's looking. And then she just does this.
She starts crying.
And
She starts crying, and then he let out a, oh, and like, I felt so bad for Edmund at this. I felt his hurt. I felt all of that he was feeling. I was just like, oh, this is going to be hard for him. And this is what pisses me off about what this show did to Edmund.
It's okay. I've got two parts in this, and it's gonna go here first, because a lot of people are saying, why did she do that to him at the altar, right? When did the format of the show change? Ever since season 1, it was take your ass to the altar and tell me your decision. This is the 9th season.
Yeah.
This is not the first time somebody has gone to the altar knowing they're going to say no. And thank you, Phil Sorrell. He finally picked up on some social clues and some cues and realized that, look, that tear is not of joy. She don't want me.
Yeah.
Finally, right? But it's, why is she the bad person for going to the altar and telling him no? Somebody explain that to me, please.
Okay. All right, so I'll jump in.
Yeah,
Live crew, I got this. I'll start.
He's like, y'all not typing fast enough.
Yeah.
I got this.
Okay. Here's what I take issue with her on. She's a social worker. She knows Edmund is different, right? Okay. I'm not going to say what, but he's different.
Okay.
He is not probably the person that could handle something like this. Look at when Anton got dumped. He took it like a champ. All right. And went, poured himself a drink, and was just chill. But I don't think Edmund has I really believe this. He doesn't have the professional maturity to like really process what's happening right there in the moment. And I think that's my issue. And there's everything that's happened with, like, it goes back to the producers. They shouldn't have picked him for this show. Right. And I think KB, if she's the social worker that cares and recognizes that, she should have did it before going to the altar. But she did do it, and I'll give her this credit. She did it with grace. She was really nice. It wasn't like, hey, yeah, no, Edmund, it's not going to work out, and then just walked off and left him stand there. I mean, she was very, I think, as empathetic and sympathetic as you can be in that moment. Until she asked him, are you going to be okay? Hell no. Okay. You're going to be okay.
And we'll get to that, because, like I said, there are two parts in this very moment right here, right? And we'll get to that, because that's a different story right there, right? Sly says they casted a special man and did him wrong by doing so, because, kind of what you would say, that's okay. But Lady J92 said KB pissed me off with the fake vows. Is it really fake vows?
Yes.
No, that's not fake. They were just fake. Would have been I love you forever. That would have been fake.
No, fake vows. Because she just has to say something for filler, but she doesn't mean any of it.
Okay.
Knew she was going to say no. Knew she was going to say no since Baja.
She's not the first person. She is not the first person to go to the altar knowing she was going to say no.
But Edmund is the first special person we've seen in 9 seasons. And when I'm not saying special as in Ed, I'm just saying he's different. Out of 9 seasons, we've not seen one guy like Edmund. I don't think he should have been on the show.
Next 9, we hope not to again. Tehu says he told that booger eating ninja she wanted him to shoot up the club. She didn't tell him that. No.
Yes.
No. Okay. Wait. No. Did she specifically say I'm ready for you, or she said I want to have after getting married? I want to get married. I want to have fun for a year. Then I'm ready for you. She did say you. Never mind.
She did. Yes, because then you can shoot the club up.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't talking to him.
It must have been the camera guy.
She was looking in the camera. I'm ready for you.
Ready?
Now, here's the thing. Pink Butterfly, here's where you and I have to disagree. You said she could have told them before the altar. That is not the experiment. The decision is supposed to be made at the altar. Where they falter, they let these people get off easy and leave early.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not what this is about. That's not how this started. For 8 seasons. And every season, more and more people just dropping off to the point that we have? We were down to 3 at the end of this, getting into this episode here. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Monique is saying KB wanted all her coins for this experiment. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to give it the money just because somebody y'all casted the wrong person. And even Brandy saying, Brandy Vaughn says, the issue is that she knew she really didn't want that man from the beginning. A lot of women knew that. A lot of men knew that. And they still went to the altar. Why are we blaming her? And
because we haven't seen anybody with a partner like Edmund. That's why. And she's a social worker. She knew what kind of dude she was dealing with.
Okay. Kay the Canary Diamond says she never liked him like that. She did it in a cruel way, calling him a bish and all.
Yes.
Okay, that part. That part, yes. But that was before the altar. He should have not gone down the aisle. He knew. We knew. Everybody sitting in those chairs knew.
I don't think that's the first. I think that's the first time she said it out loud. I think the first time she said it is at the reveal when he ran off to go get the ring and she saw that run. She's like, bitch.
And he was skipping. I knew when I did high knees, it was a workout in basketball, but Jesus, what was that?
Oh, goodness.
Hey, shout out to Carla, man. Thank you very much for the super chat. Says hello from Jacksonville, longtime viewer, new member. Happy to make a live. Love you guys. We love you for joining. And
yeah,
thank you for that.
Thanks, Carla.
Really appreciate it.
I've not been to Jacksonville, Florida. That's on my list. Actually, it's not. It's not because I have issues with the state of Florida. Just too much weird stuff happens in Florida where I'm like, I don't know if I want to go there.
Here's the thing you do. When you go to Jacksonville, just don't do like their new head football coach and go, Duval. They should have ran him out of town immediately.
How do y'all say it? Duval? 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 Is that what it is? Dua Lipa? Okay. Like, what do we say here? Go Sports.
Okay. This is where it starts to get crazy, right? Mimi says, as soon as he kicked those knees up, she was out. Yeah, so as you said before, she dried all the way up Sahara. That's where she went, I'm waiting till my real wedding. After this one. Now, the problem I have is what you said, literally right before I stopped you. And it's because Allie said no, did a right face, marched her ass right down the aisle, and was gone. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anton had a second to go, I need a drink again. Mm-hmm. But to go handle business. Why did KB stop and say, "Are you okay?"
Because she knows he couldn't handle it if she just walked off. Because she knows the type of dude that he is. Which is why she should have did this off, not even bring him to the altar, not even bring his family and all this 5th grade teacher. None of them need to see that. But that's why she did it, because I think she knew how sensitive he was.
That's worse though. Everybody else in the past has walked off from there, then they meet up somewhere else and they talk. But it's just the two of them. They have a conversation. They don't have it at the altar in front of everybody. That was worse. This is where, KB, I was with you until here. Because at that point, why would you say to him, "Are you okay?" and then have this whole full conversation and then give that man all that false hope like Saya says? Why did she say you have the best body? I mean, I know that's all he was talking about with you, but still.
Again, I think that she did it because she knew that he couldn't handle it if she just walked off. Mm-hmm. And she wanted to be there to support him because she's a social worker. She cares about her clients.
Fair Special says, I think KB got a bonus for doing that mess.
So the producers didn't have to like pick up the pieces for her. Like, she's got
it. Yeah, something I didn't notice, by the way. First of all, Little Eva says KB didn't want to just walk off because she didn't want to look bad. But Regine says she did her own hair and makeup for her wedding. Def was going to say no.
She wasn't even, I got this.
I told you. When I saw the dress, I was like, oh, she definitely saying no. That is not the dress she wanted to get married in.
I'll be back here in 15 minutes, guys. Don't worry about it. We're going to the club.
Now, Lindsay says KB was wrong and put on a sympathy mask because she wants endorsements after. I'm not understanding. Again, she's wrong for doing it at the altar, but at the same time, painful to watch. Mm-hmm. That man put his head on her shoulder. Okay, I'm not going to say it, but you're thinking it. And he cried like...
Some people cry, Yanni. Some people cry.
I'm not saying crying is bad. Jesus. I'm just saying.
Some people cry. Asshole. Some people cry.
I know. I do. I have.
Cried my eyes out. My breakup.
Thank you,
cried my eyes out. It's okay. He's just letting it out.
Hell, look. I cried. I had to stop the tears from running down the other night when, won my joint. And I'm just like, yo, hold up. You can't let this out in here. I got coworkers. Almost didn't meet today. I'm just like, so I understand emotions. I'm not emotionless. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to do it at the altar sobbing. Okay, never mind. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, Princess, I could get you. And Terrell knows exactly why, but I'm going to leave you alone.
What?
And Elson said, I'm not comfortable with Terrell and all these feelings. Yeah. Now, to be fair, Anna, I agree that, and I agree with you, Terrell. You said this before. She should never have called him the B word on the mountaintop or in the house or anywhere else. And at that moment, Edmund should have walked away. He should have said, I'll call a cab. I'll get off this mountain one way or another. But me and you, we are not going back down this hill together.
Right.
He should have walked away then. Because the minute she did that, that showed no respect for him. We knew she didn't want him. He knew. He just didn't want to believe it.
Delusional.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say about these two, though. Because...
Nothing. I mean, I can't wait to see what happens at the reunion.
I wonder, is he going to drop the act at the reunion?
I don't think it's an act.
You don't think it's...
You saw his Instagram. And you see his Instagram stuff from before he was on Love is Blind.
I didn't go looking for his Instagram.
Unless he's playing the long game, like he planned this out 3 years ago. He was gonna blow up somehow and put on this fake facade on this show. I don't believe that. I think that's just who he is.
We'll see at the reunion. I'm hoping he comes back, and we haven't seen any interviews with him. At least I haven't. She did her. She knew she was going to get backlash off of this. That's why she did that interview early, quick and early.
Mm-hmm.
But KB, you got a half a friend over here, so.
Yeah, not on my end.
I know you do. Hey, shout out to everybody who's in here with us right now, man. Whether you're watching this right now as part of the live crew or later as part of the replay gang, please do us a favor. Hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications.
And if you really want to support the channel, join the regulars by becoming a member. It's less than $3 a month. Look what I did. It's less than $3.
I saw that, Edmund.
See, it's contagious. It's coming out my TV screen and just getting on me. It's less than $3 a month, and you'll get custom emojis, early access to random thoughts and RGRT Pod reaction videos, and more, including members-only live streams for story time with yours truly, Terrell. I think I gotta do it like that all the time, Terrell.
If I didn't know better, I'd think other things. Hey, to all of our podcasts listening on your favorite app, thank you too. And do us a favor, leave a 5-star rating and a quick review. It really helps. You can even talk about Terrell's. You have to come to YouTube to see it, but yeah. Next couple. Here's the thing. As I'm looking at how long they dragged out Edmund and KB, and I'm looking at the remaining time on Netflix, I'm like, 18 minutes. It's not enough time. And even when they went to the extended 5th grade teacher, him bent over, I'm like, yo, why are they dragging this out so much? And then we see Jordan and Megan in the apartment. I went, uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. What happened here?
So they get to the apartment. Megan tells him that she woke up at 4:30 in the morning and was just an absolute mess. She feels they are two different people, and Jordan's like, I don't think we are. I mean, you keep saying that, but I don't think we're that different. Then she said, well, you're very simple, which I think is an insult. I'm sorry.
It's definitely an insult.
You tell somebody, a little simple Simon ass.
With your simple ass.
Simple ass.
Okay,
baked
wait,
chicken,
stop.
Crystal Light and water.
At least KB didn't say that about Edmund. But y'all ain't trashing Megan for calling Jordan simple.
She didn't call him a bitch.
No, she didn't. She didn't call him a simple bitch.
That's different. But she said, like, doing the same thing every day, eating the same things every day, which Jordan's routine, which you're a single parent. A lot of your life is going to be routine because it deals with your kid. The eating the same things every day, I think it's just that blended smoothie thing. But I can relate. I eat the same stuff for breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday. Every time it's the exact same thing.
Right.
But I do that because it's just easier. I don't have to think about it. But, and then Jordan says that if he had $1 gazillion, he'd be doing the things that she does. And I don't think that's true. I don't think Jordan would.
I don't think so either, too. I don't think so either. I think money may change the way you do things, but remember, the money wasn't an issue for her. Mm-hmm. She dated a broke man before. And even though what the money would have changed for him is the way he is after work, probably, depending on what he did.
Well, the more money you make, the more problems you got to deal with. So,
but she makes a lot of money. She doesn't seem to have that much stress on her.
No, because she takes it out on the dudes. She takes it on the dudes she's dating. You're not talking to me enough. You're not doing this enough.
True.
Why are you so tired? Talk to me. Tell me about your day. What's happening? Like a happy little yellow lab. Just, what's going on? Tell me about your day. How you feeling, Jordan? Yo, Jordan. Who missed you? I did. I missed you. Come on.
That man just wants a little time. That's all. That's okay. Here's the problem I have with Jordan in this, though. Because he encouraged Megan, like, hey, you don't have to change your lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You can still do the things that you do. You can go ahead and do them by yourself. Why would she come on a show to meet a future husband to go do stuff by herself? That makes zero sense. And to he's like, you knew what I was in the pod. But for him to tell her to still keep doing that by herself is crazy. It's not like you don't have Luca all the time. Y'all can go on vacation. You can do different things. Right?
Yes. You can do different things, but it's still a lifestyle change for her. And I think Jordan is just trying to help level set with her that this is not as easy as you think. Because here's the deal. I've dated people with kids, and so here's what you got to be prepared for. Mm-hmm. You could have the best plan. The kid's supposed to go with their dad that weekend. You get a nice restaurant, you make a reservation. It's going to be great. Have some drinks, go to eat, go back to the house, play a couple games, and, stay the night.
Yeah.
Reservations at 7. You're supposed to leave at 6:15. 6 o'clock, you get the phone call. Hey, so Johnny's father can't come get him because he's got something going on, so I'm going to have to cancel. You have to be prepared for that. You got to be prepared that, hey, your trip that you might want to take, it could go a little chaotic depending on the kid. And I don't know how well Luca travels, but you've been in airplanes with some kids that they are not airplane ready. And just watching those parents deal with that. So I think he was just trying to help her understand it's going to be a little bit different. That's what I think.
Okay. It could be a little bit different. I get that. But he made it seem like if we go on vacation, we got to take Luca with us. No, you don't.
No. But I think Jordan would know that. I think Jordan recognizes that. I don't think he's thinking that every time we go somewhere, we're taking Luca. Mm-hmm. But it's still helping Megan understand you just can't last minute tickets to Italy next week. Might not work.
Now, something B says Jordan didn't offer any compromising solutions. He should have provided some solutions, but Megan lost. Again, he made it very rigid, and that's the problem, right? And that's where I felt like he lost that. It's interesting when she's like, "We're two different people." No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. I'm like, at that point, you already know it's over. And you can tell they had this conversation before, and this was for the cameras.
Yeah.
Right? What else stood out for you from this conversation?
So she tells him she's never dated someone with a kid. Mm-hmm. And
which we know.
Okay. All her exes had flexible schedules and said she didn't know how rigid it would be to date someone with a kid. I'm like, that's what Jordan was trying to tell you.
Right.
All this time that, hey, things are going to be a little bit different if you're going to be with me. And Jordan even said, okay, well then why'd you pick me then? You shouldn't have picked me if you didn't want to date somebody with a kid.
Right. And that I agree with. And you could tell he was just kind of agitated, like, seriously, I didn't lie to you in the pods. Okay, you did actually about the tattoos, but you didn't lie about having a kid. He was very upfront about that. And not just upfront about the fact that he had a son, but that he had a son who came with complications. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. As, let's be honest, all kids do. Just some more than others, right? For someone who's never had kids, she doesn't understand that part. So he's trying to lay it all out. I like his point in that. You knew this. Mm-hmm. Why have me go through all of this? And for her, I think it was trying something different to see what it was. But we all called this out. There was too much leaning on dad, son.
Yeah.
Maybe it's her dad coming back.
Yeah. Bonding over the type 1. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They did ask, well, before they asked this question, Jordan ended that conversation pretty cold, didn't he?
Well, I don't think it was cold. Just what else was you got to do? It's like, well, I got to go pick up Luca. So
you done here? All right, I got to go.
All right. Good talk. Good talk. Pound it up.
Yo, he was so done. I felt him in that one. He was just done. Like, all right, we good? We done recording? I got to go pick up my son that you don't want to be around.
You remember my son, don't you? Now I got to go tell him that you don't want us because y'all met.
Do you think her friends got in her head, or was it really everything else?
I think it was just she realized that this is way too much for what she's willing to do and deal with. She was trying to force it, trying to make something happen every house she looked at, she was looking at schools, all the different things she's never had to think about before.
Right.
I think she was overcompensating and just realized she can't keep this up.
Procrastinating law student says, which that doesn't seem to go well together. Jordan did not seem happy in the relationship.
I think he was. There's just a couple clips. Keep in mind editing. There's a couple clips they tried to show that, but it's not like he wasn't happy in the relationship. He was happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They did ask Jordan if he had any regrets.
Mm-hmm.
Were you surprised by his answer?
No, I mean I think it's a valid regret that introducing her to Luca. Like he wished he never would have done it because in Luca's mind, he's 5. And he finds out that his dad is about to get married and he's going to meet the special lady in a few weeks. Mm-hmm. And then he's got to get a chance to go to the wedding. Like this kid is excited about that. And so now he has to break that news to him and then, have to deal with the rejection. Not only that he's dealing with, but also Luca probably feeling rejected.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't blame him at all for feeling that way.
Sly brings up a good point, says, I would never like their energy as a couple. Jordan was not her first choice anyway. Remember, it was Blake. Jordan was the one she was about to friend zone.
Mm-hmm.
And because she just didn't feel it, then all of a sudden that changed when he said the things that tugged at her heartstrings, and that's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kevin
all
says,
the things that she's not gotten from anyone else.
Exactly. You know what else she didn't get from someone else? Because Kevin says Jordan was happy to GTD, but also so was Megan because that was the best she ever had.
Yeah.
Something else nobody else had done for her.
It's not easy to walk away from the best you ever had.
If it's attached to some nonsense, yes, it is. You should be able to.
You put up with it at least once a month.
One of the things I did notice that people were saying in here, which obviously we did see this, and the only reason I'm going to bring this up is because we have seen the tease for the reunion. Pink Butterfly says, word on the streets is Megan has a baby. And Karen says, I heard that Megan has a baby. You don't believe so. Why?
I just don't believe so. I just think we've been watching Love is Blind enough that whatever they try to tease you with is not really what happens. Mm-hmm. And so I just don't, it would just be too easy to say that Megan has a baby. Now, maybe her sister had a baby and cameras caught Megan with the kid, but she just doesn't look like in the time that this was that they were filming this show to the reunion that she's had a baby. I just don't buy it.
Yeah, because Renee says they showed pictures of the baby. Like you said, you don't think it was her. It does come a little. Maybe she has baby fever.
Yeah.
because there are a couple people who agree with you. K235 says that girl ain't got no baby. SSLB says, I don't think she has a kid. And Katie Canary Diamond says, ooh, plot twist. And Elle said, going the same way you did, maybe her sister had the baby. So Jay Blake is going another route, maybe adopted.
Nope, because I don't think you would go adopt a kid. If you couldn't deal with Jordan and his 5-year-old, you go, you know what, I can do this myself.
Yeah, that's true. And Sly says Vanessa planted that story. Of course. Yeah, you got to drum up the excitement for the reunion, right? We want to see some of that other stuff. Gina also brought this up. Says I want to know how much money she has after Jordan said Megan has enough to last her for the rest of her life.
Well, apparently she makes $800,000 a year, is what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
So if she's been doing that, she owns her own business in Beverly Hills. So if she's been doing that, let's just say you make it $800,000 around that for the last 5 years. I think you're doing all right. I think you're good.
Yeah, and because she has her own business, as long as it keeps rolling, she'll be fine. So it's not like she's working for herself. At the end of the day, that's what she's doing. She's not working for anybody else. What did they say? I think they said she was in the oil and gas industry before, and then now she's working for herself, consulting, and then the health spa. Yeah, you're right. She's fine. She didn't have to worry. Kevin says Jordan probably thinks $500K could last a lifetime. Stop that. Y'all made me that bad. All right. So reunions next week. But before we get to next week, Married at First Sight is here. They dropped the first 4 episodes. So that means they're doing The Love is Blind. Peacock decided, hey, we didn't have to drag this out for 42 weeks. We're just going to do maybe a 5 week, maybe 6 weeks. A strong 6 weeks maybe. So we'll do episode 1 and 2, then 3 and 4.
Yes.
Probably look at what, Sunday, Monday?
Yep.
Okay. So do us a favor. Please hit that like button right here first. Right here. Yeah, there you go. Now, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. So that you know when we go live. And we'll be like you, Jay Raylan. And I know it's probably to mess that all up. We'll see if we can watch all 4 episodes and get ready. So Sunday night we'll be here. Then Monday night we'll be back for episodes 3 and 4. And then we'll repeat the cycle because, of course, next Wednesday we got the next one. So, all right.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Yanni Rude.
And I'm Just Terrell.
Make sure you follow us at Yanni Rude, at Just Terrell, and at the RGRT Pod.
Yeah, send us some of your random thoughts, some of the bullshit from the internet. We may talk about it on the show.
It's the Regular Guys Random Thoughts Podcast. Cheers.
Cheers.
Gold cups up.
Mm-hmm.